What's up, Jerome's? So, between fried rice and golf content, we're actually talking football occasionally. And we talked about the defensive line last week and projected who's going to make the 53, who's going to be on the practice squad, and who's going to be you gone. Now, the offensive line is going to be a major part of the Vikings' success in 2021. If the offensive line is good to go, they can protect Kirk Cousins, they can open things up for Dalvin Cook. The Vikings' offense could easily be top 5. If not, could be a long ass season, but we're going to go through and project who we think is going to make the rooster. And yeah, we do have to factor in Rick Dennison and Zimmer and Spielman and their tendencies, yes, but also who's going to make the practice squad and whatnot. So generally, you keep 8 to 9 offensive linemen on the 53, and you could keep 10, sure, but that takes a roster spot away from someone else. And with expanded practice squads of 16, I think the Vikings will keep about 3 offensive linemen on the practice squad. Everyone else is going to be cut, so you'd have 9 on the roster, 3 practice squad, and 3 cut, which works out great because beep bop 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 boop. The Vikings have 15 offensive linemen currently on the 90 man. So let's talk about who is a shoe-in to make the roster. So Rashad Hill, Ezra Bradbury, Wyatt Davis, no matter what, and Brian O'Neill. And Christian Darius. So that's 6 names are obviously going to make it. And Rashad Hill, I think, has a chance to start week 1 over Christian Darius if that groin isn't up to snuff. I think they're fine with Rashad Hill. Remember, he started in 2018 when Brian O'Neill was a rookie. They started at right tackle opposite of Riley Reef. Wyatt Davis, I think, is going to have the inside track to beat out Dakota Dozier, even though Dozier, can't you see? Sometimes your blocking is like PP. I think that Dennison just loves him too much, but Wyatt Davis was getting some first-team reps, and I think that he will be impressive enough to be able to secure that. Even though Wyatt Davis is a third-round pick, Christian Darius is a first-round pick, I would actually wager that Davis has a better chance of starting week 1 against Cincinnati than Christian Darius. So that's 6. Now, going into the second line, so you have Drew Samia, you have Mason Cole, Dakota Dozier, and Oli Udoh. I think Oli Udoh is going to be safe. I think Mason Cole is going to be safe. He's the one. He's the guy that does have starting experience, center and left guard at Arizona. Vikings gave up a 6th-round pick for him. Samia, unless Samia makes a big jump, I think they may be done with him. Maybe they put him on the practice squad, maybe. But I think that he has shown what he can do. Last year, when he was in at right guard, after Pat Elflein went down before he had an injury that gave way to Ezra Cleveland at right guard, it just wasn't good. It was no bueno. So I'm actually going to put Samia on the cut list. Udoh, like we said, I think is safe. Now, it comes down to Dakota Dozier. Because, well, let's go to practice squad first. So I think Evan Kazarzek actually has a really good shot. So he was the 2020 UDFA coming out of Buffalo, former teammates with KJ Osborne and Tyree Jackson. He had a cup of coffee with the Falcons, and he came in to Vikings rookie camp this year as a tryout, and he made that first level of filtering, and now he's on the 90-man. So I think that he could stick around. Does have some good size. He's not like a perfect one-for-one scheme fit, but I do like him as a developmental project. And then the rest of it, I mean, Kyle Big hitting, that's the question. So if the Vikings do keep Dozier on the 53, and he would be the 9th offensive lineman, you're going to have to try and risk getting Hinton or Brandel on the practice squad, which I don't understand. Like, you could since they lifted practice squad experience restrictions, you could easily put Dakota Dozier on the practice squad. And I haven't seen if they're going to still have the 2 players per week flex option, so you can have a 55-man roster like they did last year. But if that's in place, and if Dennison really wants Dozier in the fold, I think that's a smart thing to do. I think that would be it, because remember, Kyle Hinton was on the practice squad last year, and then they elevated him to the 53-man roster because they were worried about teams poaching him. So I want Kyle Hinton on the 90-man roster. Dakota Dozier, I'd be fine with cutting him, but I'm realistic. I understand that Rick Dennison is probably going to go to bat for him. So if they put Dozier on the practice squad, that's fine. Blake Brandel. So Brandel's interesting. He was a 6th-round pick left tackle out of Oregon State. I really like his athleticism and upside, but they've been working him at center, which is really surprising because he is like 6'6", and he does have long arms. I think he may be a little bit too tall. She's too tall for him to play center in the league, but I mean, they're trying it out. So I think they'll keep Brandel on the practice squad. So that will leave Cole Cabral out of Arizona State and Zach Bailey from South Carolina on the cut list. Maybe they do work their way into the sphere in terms of the practice squad. Maybe they carry 10 offensive linemen on the 53. It has been done before. It is very atypical. but maybe it'll be done, or maybe 4 offensive linemen on the practice squad. I don't really know, but I could certainly live with this 9. And you have Christian Darius eventually is going to be your future franchise left tackle. You got Ezra at left guard. I think that best suits his athletic ability. Bradbury at center, Wyatt Davis no matter what. Plus, I think Bradbury having some competency and some continuity at the guard spots around him will certainly help him. Plus, Brian O'Neill, pay him. And then your backups, you have Rashad Hill, who I really like as a 6 offensive lineman, a swing veteran, tackle, backup. Kyle Hinton, I'm still very bullish on him. Same thing with Oli Udoh. And then also you have Mason Cole. I would try Kyle Hinton at center. I would prefer Kyle Hinton at center over Blake Brandel. They had Gary Kubiak even hinted at that before training camp in 2020. But yeah, if those are the 9 offensive linemen, I think that is a sexy time. And then practice squad is whatever. Again, if I had my druthers, I would drop Dozier. I would keep a guy like Cabral, or I would even go fish. Go pick up another offensive lineman that you could develop on the practice squad. But your thoughts on our thoughts? Take a look at the Vikings 53-man rooster practice squad and who's going to be gone on the offensive line. Let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support that work? Post some in the Venmo. But until next time, Skol, production value.